Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here at the very south end of town, off of just south of St. Rose Parkway and Las Vegas Boulevard. Interstate 15 right there in the distance. We're gonna make a right here and head over here to Las Vegas Boulevard, where the light just turned red on us. Apologies for being late, you guys. I don't like to be late. I'm usually very punctual, but for some reason I can't seem to figure that out when it comes to these live streams. I can't seem to figure the live streams out. It's really rather frustrating, but I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you guys are here, ready to take in another Saturday night down on the Strip here on the Vegas Don channel. It's been a long week, very busy week, with a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, a lot of stuff going on today. Not just today, this week. There's went down to Prim today, so check out those videos. Prim is right on the state line there with California and Nevada. They have a couple of casinos down there, one of which looks like it's totally closed now, which is weird. But this median here in front of us, you can see it's got full-blown trees in it and everything. So don't tell me they can't do that here in Vegas. They certainly don't do it on the east side of town. I mean, that looks nice. That almost looks like Florida the way they did it there. Make the left here onto Las Vegas Boulevard, start heading back northbound towards the Las Vegas Strip here, the world famous Las Vegas Strip. Here on a Saturday evening, not quite Saturday night. This is St. Rose Parkway right here in front of us, which is a major north, south, and east-west artery because it travels north, east, southwest in orientation. So it saves on traffic, but it also creates more lights because then it's got to intercept additional both north, south, and east-west arteries. So you get more traffic lights that way. Hey, Audio, thank you so much for being here. Audio Media News, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really grateful for you guys. I wouldn't be able to do this without you, so thank you. Conoco over there? Conoco? I guess it's ConocoPhillips. I think that's the way they say it on CNBC. ConocoPhillips. $3.73 a gallon it was over there. Went down to the to Prim today. First I went to Good Springs, then I went to Prim. Good Springs is where the Pioneer Saloon is, which is a really, really cool spot. If you've never been, the Pioneer Saloons, they have really, really good food. It's just not a very big place. They have some outdoor seating and stuff, but the bar itself, it's pretty small. Tobin, welcome, buddy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate all you guys. I know you guys could be out doing anything on a Saturday night, but I appreciate you being here with me. Very grateful. Yes, I went down to Prim today, and as well as Good Springs. Got some cool video of Pioneer Saloon, which there's a lot of history down there. So Clark Gable waited for word of his wife, Carol Lombard, down there. $3.99 a gallon at this Chevron here. When I crossed over briefly into California earlier this afternoon, it was $5.09 for regular and leaded at the Chevron there. And it's like $1 cheaper over here in Nevada. Oh, thanks, Tobin. I appreciate it. I like having you guys cruise with me. It's a lot of fun. I really look forward to it. Really enjoy getting to be out here and talk to you guys and cruise around with you. This is Erie Avenue, E-R-I-E, same as Erie, Pennsylvania. We are at South Las Vegas Boulevard there, part of the Sunrise Health System. That's new. That wasn't there before. PT's Gold here, part of the PT's chain. Right on, Tobin, yeah. Yeah, Tobin, you dropped a lot of knowledge this week. I'm really grateful. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff there. A lot of good information that you drop. $4.29 at that Shell there. Shell tends to be a little more expensive than certainly the 7-Elevens and Citgos and Circle K's and stuff around town. There's South Point over there on the left. All those apartment buildings or condos or whatever they are, they have all sprung up in recent years. I moved here in 2011. Those were not there. It's South Point was there, but none of those condos or whatever they are were not there. So they've been building. They were actually looking at doing the NBA arena, for which there is no current team, to be built down in this area somewhere, but that fizzled out. And then now they're talking about building it up on the north end of the strip. We'll see what comes of that, right? Whether that happens. If you build it, they will come. But the NBA, what's his name? Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, has said, we're not looking at expansion right now. Well, you got to do something, buddy. Your ratings have been, the NBA's ratings have been really bad. I mean, really, really bad. They've been playing with that All-Star game, tweaking it, doing different things with it. It was down like 48% or something like that. Hey, Terry, welcome. Yeah, I mean, it's nice down here on this side of town, on the south side of town, for sure. It's newer. And they still have a lot of dirt lots like the one over here on the right. A lot of dirt lots down here, and there's one on the left too, for that matter. But as we get closer to the strip here, it fills in very nicely. It's on the east and north sides of town that you see a lot of the area that we document, where it's not as aesthetically pleasing, let's say. It's oh, we got a pedestrian crosswalk. I've read the cops like to play games with this too. The cops like to sit and have someone that is a plainclothes officer unmarked walk through the crosswalk and then write tickets for everyone that goes through it until they stop. Yes, Tobin. But there's a water shortage. But what about the water? Yes, lots of open space. And they are building like crazy. I mean, that BLM was announcing that it wanted to release even more land to the developers. So you know what that means. The developers went to BLM and said, hey, release more land to us. So it's not like BLM made the decision. The developer said, no, give us more land. And it's so sad, too. You see Hoover Dam. You see the water line out there, how far down it is. It's really dropped down there. This is Silverado Ranch Boulevard. Major east-west artery here in town. On the south end of town, goes between Eastern and all the way out to, I think it ends at Jones on the southwest side of town. Either Jones or Rainbow, one of those out there. We did a drive today down Decatur as well, so got to see some of the southwest there, as well as Good Springs and Prim. Prim is looking kind of sad. They have two casinos down there, two big casinos. One of them's totally closed. There was no one there. And the other one, Buffalo Bills, I've read is going to close now too. That's the one with the roller coaster down there. But I guess it was always a long shot for them, right? With the building the right there on the other side of the state line. Like if you're driving 300 miles, you might as well drive the extra 30 just to get to Vegas. They were gambling that people would stop off at Prim before heading up to Vegas, but yes, Pioneer Saloon, yes sir. I went and did some video there today. They're very friendly. I asked them first. Said, do you guys mind if I take any video? And they're like, no, go ahead. And they have like a huge social media presence. They probably have like some sort of social media coordinator or something, because they're all over social media. But yeah, I had to get down there because I've been there. I went there once a long time ago. Charles, welcome. Yes, absolutely, Charles. I couldn't agree more. The same could be said for the NFL. I know people who still will not watch the NFL after 2016 and all of that went down with a certain 49ers quarterback. Yeah, yeah. Not to get into politics, of course, but yeah, sports is supposed to be an escape. And when you remind people that they're not escaping, they're not going to tune in. They're going to tune to a movie or something where they can escape, right? But sports has always been the escape hatch for all of us. And the NBA, yeah, same thing. And it's, you know, I was thinking about it just this week too. It's funny you mentioned that, Charles, because I was thinking about like the old days, right? Like the old battles. You know, certainly I grew up, you know, with the Celtics and the Lakers, watching them, and then of course the bad boys there in Detroit, Isaiah Thomas and Dennis Rodman and all that, and then watching the Bulls in the 90s and them battle the Knicks with Ewing and Charles Oakley and John Starks, Anthony Mason. Those were just brutal sessions watching those games. But you didn't hear any of that nonsense, right? You didn't hear any of the stuff that they do in the games nowadays. It was just fun. It was fun to watch. It was fun to, you know, be a part of. Now, yeah. And I saw a screenshot actually the other day of someone, they did a side-by-side of someone fouling Jordan, and I think it was one of the Pistons, and he had his hand completely over Jordan's face as Jordan is trying to dunk. And they say, you know, Jordan dunking versus LeBron dunking, and they showed LeBron dunking with like the player like 5 feet off of him. You know, it's as if to say, you know, Jordan really had it a lot worse than what they do nowadays, because they do ticky-tacky fouls and all that. Back then they let them play, especially towards the end of the game. They wouldn't, you know, hinge the game outcome on the results of a call. This is Windmill here and Blue Diamond. So guys, this is where they want to build and establish the Bright Line, and it's over here on our left. Unfortunately, I can't get up there. Yes, Charles, yes, I agree, absolutely. So this corner here at Blue Diamond, one of these is going to be the final terminus for the Bright Line from LA, only it's not coming from LA. It's coming from Rancho Cucamonga. Yes, definitely, Tobin. Absolutely. And in the 80s and 90s too, it was just fun. It was fun to watch with you know, I mean, I grew up in South Florida, so we had Marino, and of course then they had Jim Kelly in Buffalo in the same division and all that, so it was them back and forth. Then Marino retired, and then Tom Brady took over, and I was like, oh no. But yeah, those were the good old days. And they let him play. And none of this nonsense that they do nowadays. It's just, ugh, ticky-tacky fouls. But yeah, so this is how far away you're going to be. So I'm at 220.7. I need to reset that. Let me reset that. I'm at 0. Okay. On the tripdometer here. I want to see how far it is to Mandalay Bay, so I can be accurate when I announce how much. You're going to have to either take a taxi or walk, and that's just to Mandalay Bay. Yeah, football back then was fun. Smash Mouth, just good times.